everyone. Welcome back at Metal Galaxy. We are here again with Matt. This time this will be a different interview. For those who are wondering who's Matt, who's Theocracy, what's our previous interview, and welcome Matt.
Thank you. It's great to talk to you again.
No worries. And let's kick off with the first thing. Last time we talked about EpicFest and all the great stuff and fantasy that is here. So I'm wondering, did all the dreams come true and what you thought of the festival?
It's amazing what we've seen so far. I mean, we played a show yesterday in Roskilde Cathedral, which is, almost 1,000 years old. And so we did a sort of acoustic set, and, being able to do that in that space was unbelievable. And the turnout was great. And the bands I've seen here at the main festival so far today have been awesome. So it's great.
Awesome. And speaking about the cathedral, was it a first time experience?
Definitely a first time experience. I've seen some other cathedrals in Europe, touring over the years. They're beautiful, but it was the first time I've been to Roskilde Cathedral, and certainly the first time we've done anything like that. I mean, it's like a 9-second reverb, I think, in the room, because the room is so huge. So we had to work out a set list that that would work in that situation, and it was great. It was a amazing, once in a lifetime experience.
And who came up with this idea of doing a Roskilde Cathedral?
I don't know who had the original idea, but I think Soren from EpicFest here approached us and asked if we would be up for doing it, and of course we were honored and said, yeah, that would be awesome. So I'm not sure if it was his idea originally, but he's the one who came to us about it. So
great. And when you heard the news, did you say yes, let's do it, or had you had to think about it?
Oh, we said yes immediately because we knew, like I said, once in a lifetime. It's not the type of thing that we probably ever get to do again, or how many bands get to play Roskilde Cathedral, metal bands. So it was awesome. Yeah, there was no hesitation on our part. It was just a matter of coming up with set list that worked for the space. So
awesome. And it was very nice, like the songs you played. I think they are Theocracy in an acoustic, correct?
Yeah, we did. We didn't want to just do all ballads and stuff people would expect. So we did some of the ballads, and then we arranged, some of our heavy material kind of for acoustic guitar and slowed down, and we did a big medley at the end where we put together, probably 7 or 8 songs, parts of our songs, and did it all kind of as a grand finale, and it was great. Yeah.
And how do you think the tours enhanced your voice?
Well, it was rough yesterday because of the long flights and not getting sleep, so I'm hoping tonight will be okay. But it was easier to sing, up there because it just sounds so good. It's like when we got up there, it's like, wow, we even need a PA or microphones, but they set us up with a PA, and it's amazing to hear your voice like that. It certainly sounds a lot better than the rehearsal room. So
Yeah, certainly the architecture, everything, it get enhanced, and it was interesting to see like the full band playing something else.
yeah, I thought so too. We spent a lot of time working on what to play and what would work instrumentally, and especially for Ernie, because you can't have a drum kit in there or whatever. So we just we had a tambourine and a snare drum and some brushes, and so I think the way it came out was it worked really well. Yeah.
And did it took long to prepare the set, and how did you make a bit of the preparation?
It did, yeah. It was a lot of work. We really what I did, they told us about the length of the reverb, and so I just started recording demos and sending everything to a super long church reverb like that. And obviously it's not going to sound the same, but it'll give you an approximation of what might work and what's not going to work. So I did that, and then I just worked out demos and arrangements and sent to the guys, and then we got together and worked all the songs out.
A band we already introduced during Brainstorm. But can you tell me, what do you think will be special tonight at this big stage?
Well, it's our first time playing in Denmark, so I mean that alone is special for us. Playing songs that we we are still what we consider from the new album, from Mosaic. So we're excited about the set list and just being sandwiched between so many awesome bands. It's like there's amazing bands that you want to see as a fan. Even if I weren't playing, would want to come to watch the band. So so I'm excited about just the first time in Denmark and the songs we're playing, and then just the whole experience.
And how do you think Theocracy fits into EpicFest?
Well, we have some pretty epic music, but that's not really for me to say. I guess that's kind of for the audience to decide. But certainly bands that we've listened to for a long time, and inspirations and things like that. Sharing the bill with some of those. I just watched Royal Hunt, before our interview, and I was listening to them forever ago. So it's just really cool. It's like everywhere you turn, there's some artists that you look up to, and yeah, it definitely lives up to the name EpicFest.
Yeah. And I think it's, well, genre-wise, it's nice fit, and the Cathedral so you did was amazing. Like, whoa, like the focus, everything, and I think you added something new there.
Thank you. Yeah, we try to. I mean, that's like I said. I mean, it was amazing to be asked to do that, and we chose, pretty much totally different songs, from yesterday's set at the Cathedral to the main show tonight. So each one should be exclusive, and it's a nice variety of our material.
That's so great for the audience to have something different, and this means that what we are covering will be totally different as well. Thank you so much, Matt, for the catch up for the viewers. Support the band, and if you ever see them in a Cathedral show, maybe they will do more. So grab your ticket, but as well for the normal ones, and support the band. I'm giving you the last word.
Thank you. Thank you for having us at EpicFest. Thank you for coming to see the show, and hope you enjoy it. And it's been an amazing, amazing opportunity for us. So we couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you.
Bye.